And welcome back in. Joining us today to help give you a better understanding of some of the races today, we have a trio of Central Alabama mayors. We have with us Mayor Nick Dervises from Hoover, Mayor Jennifer Andrus of Homewood, and Irondale Mayor James Stewart. They are our Commitment 2026 primary election night analysts. And thank you guys once again so much for being here. We have a lot of statewide races to talk about today. So we're kind of curious to know, each of you, which of these offices, whether Lieutenant Governor, Governor, AG, Secretary of State, which one of these races are you really closely following and most interested in? You want to go first?
Yeah, I would say for me would probably be the Attorney General's race. It's been highly contested, and being a former police chief, obviously I've got a lot of interest in law enforcement and keeping our community safe. So that was really gained my interest. A lot of television advertising. Go to my mailbox every day. I've got something from one of the candidates. So that one's really got my looking forward to that one today.
What about you, Mayor Andrus?
I would agree with that. The Attorney General's race on the Republican side, we have a Homewood resident that's running, and it has been heated and on TV a lot, and so it'll be interesting to see the results come in.
Wow, that was an easy one. Are you going to differ at all for us?
I'm going to break it up a little bit, and
Okay.
I'm going to say the governor's office, because we're currently dealing with what I call the alphabet agencies. That's ALDOT, ALDOT, ADECA, that's ADECA that does economic and community development. And we're looking to be able to continue to work with them. A lot of times when you have new people to come in, they set new policies, they put new people in place, and you have to start the process all over again.
I know for voters, a lot of times when we have these statewide races, it's sometimes very difficult for them to hone in which ones are most important to them. As mayors, which one of these positions do you think is most important to you locally? Mayor Dervises?
You talk about the AG, the governor's race, and so forth?
Or of any of the statewide races?
Any statewide races. I would say the governor's race. They set budget, they set policy for the state, and all of us want to see what's taking place and would love to get a little of those funds that come out. And as Mayor Stewart said, when you start talking about ADECA and ALDOT, when you have especially like a lot of us have ALDOT, we've got a $120 million project coming up on 459 pretty soon, and depending upon who is actually leading that particular organization, you want to have a good relationship when it comes down to it.
Absolutely. Mayor Andrus?
Would support that, but I will give you also a different answer. We have three of our incumbents, three of our representatives in Homewood. So we have two senators and a representative that are incumbents that have challengers tonight. So I'm watching those races really closely too to see how that turns out.
And Carl, I'm going to split it in half. We have.
You're always going a different way.
I'm always trying to be different, the guy in the bow tie, but I would say that we have one on the House representative side, and that's Susan Dubose, District 45. She represents the city of Irondale. And then on the Senate side, we have Dan Roberts, which is in 15. Both of them have been very good friends to the city of Irondale. And for them not to get reelected, that means that we have to start rebuilding relationships down at Montgomery to be able to help to move the city of Irondale forward.
All right, some good insight there. Thank you all. We will check back in with you throughout the rest of the evening. Brittany?